Hey guys, welcome to the new video, and in this video I will be talking about relative marking, which is used by many institutes and B schools, especially which are offering PGDM program, and how you can score at least 6.5 CGPA during your 2 years PGDM program. So let's start. Let's talk about absolute marking first. This is the most common marking which is used by each and every institute out there, right from our schools and undergraduation college and many of the post-graduation colleges as well. Let's understand in simple terms. If you score 80 marks out of 100, you will be having 80%. And if you score 40 marks out of 100, you will be having 40%. Now, if other batsmen also score similar marks, they will get similar percentage. There will be no effect of your percentage and your marks on their percentage and their marks. So the importance will be given to your individual marks, that is absolute marking. But when it comes to relative marking, the importance is given to the individual score of yours and how it is better than others. The importance is given to the comparison between you and your batchmates. For example, if you score 40 marks out of 100 but you have scored the highest marks among all of the students, your grade will be 10, that is outstanding. Doesn't matter if you have scored 40 marks out of 100, but since you have scored highest among all of them, all of your batchmates, your grade will be the highest. That is relative marking, which is similar to percentile marking scheme. Different universities and institutes uses different criteria to allot the grades. For example, in Jaipuriya Institute of Management Indore, the topper who score the highest marks is given 10 grade, that is outstanding, followed by A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus, and 10, 9, 8, 7, and goes on. The most common grade is B plus and B minus, that is 6 and 7 CGPA, because the window for that particular grade and CGPA is the biggest. So the topper will score 10, the top 10% or top 20% will score A plus and A minus, the middle ones 25 to 40% will score B plus and B minus, and then the rest will score C plus, C minus, which goes on. So this criteria varies according to the colleges, but the crux is relative marking is majorly how you perform better than others. That's it. Let's understand all of the grades with a small example of 20 students in a class. The first student will score 10 CGPA. Out of 20, the percentage 10%, the 2 students will score A plus. Then again 2 students will score A minus. Maybe now it's 2 plus 5. 5 students have already scored. The rest 3 to 5 students will score B plus and 3 to 5 students will score B minus. Then the rest, you can say 3 4 students will score C plus, C minus. Now let's understand how to score at least 6.5 CGPA during your 2 years PGDM program. 6.5 CGPA means you are in the top 50% of your batchmates. Let's suppose there are 200 students in your batch, so you are in the top 100 students. Now 6.5 CGPA can be scored by an average of 6 CGPA, 7 CGPA. There will be times when you will score 4 or 5 CGPA in the toughest subjects where you are not that much of strong. But on an average, you can score 6.5 CGPA easily. Now, I'll tell you how. When you enter a B school, there are majorly 2 categories of exam. The first one is internal and the second one is external. Most of the marks are scored in internal. If I talk about Jaipur Institute of Management, Indore, 60% of marks are on internal and 40% are scored from external. So in those internals, it can be quizzes, it can be presentation, it can be class participation, assignments, written, verbal, there can be role plays, there can be boardroom simulation, there can be anything which is taught in the classes. Out of those 60 marks, you can score 30 to 40 marks easily by just participating in class and attending class very well. If you can grasp at much of the classes, you can easily score 35 marks. As I said, there will be presentations. Prepare your presentations very well. There will be quizzes. Quizzes will be based on what is taught in the class itself. Boardroom simulations. Try to gain those marks as much as possible, because those marks in your hand. As I said, presentation, you can prepare presentation very well. If you have some boardroom simulations, there will be enough of time for you. You know the questions, you know the situation, but in exam the question will be not known to you. So those internal marks are majorly in your hand. So let's suppose by doing all of this, you score 35 marks in internal. Now in the external or the main exam, not necessarily there will be an external, which means the question paper will come from an external university. It can be named as main exam as well. So in main exam, the question paper consists of 40 marks. There can be 5 to 6 questions, or depending upon the colleges and the faculties or course curriculum. So if you can score 30 marks there or 25 marks there, you will score 60 to 65 marks. Now most of the students can't go beyond 50 marks. Here you can play your strong subjects game. The strong subject game is that if you are not good in a subject, or you can't score very well in that subject, try to compensate it with another subject. For example, with me, I'm not good in finance subjects, it can be anything: cost accounting, financial statement analysis, or anything, analysis of accounts. But I'm good with technical subjects, or you can say operations management subjects, supply chain management, logistics. So if I score 6 CGPA in a finance subject, I will try to boost my score in operations from 8 CGPA to go it on a 9 CGPA to make the average of 7.5 CGPA. Try to be better than others in that particular subject. As I said, relative marking will be there. You have to be better in that subject in which you are strong. Work more on that, so that right now if you are scoring 8 CGPA, you should score 9 CGPA. Along with that, work on that weak subject also, but try to compensate it. So by doing all of this, you can easily score 6.5 CGPA. Now 6.5 CGPA is important. This question will be answered in another video. In another video, I'll also tell you, if you have not scored 60% in your throughout academics, is there a company for you in the corporate world? Yes, is there. What you can do if you have not scored throughout 60% in your academics? If you like this video, if you gain some knowledge or insights from this video, please like it, comment down your questions, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.